Hi guys, I'm Sid Strauss and welcome back to another episode of Road to Power. So guys, in today's episode we will be discussing what happened at the drag event. In short, we had a drag racing event which we covered. I hope you guys watched the video, liked and subscribed. But this was our first drag event with the Golf 4 R32 Turbo, and it was a really for us it was a learning experience to have a car that we built in-house, make it to the drags and come back. And actually that was my biggest goal, to reach the drags and come back. On the day of the event, we had the Golf 4 R32 set at 0.3 bar of boost, and our red line where we changed was about 6,200. So taking that into account, some of the R32 fans will be like down, keyboard warriors down in the comments. Please leave a comment, please tell me I'm early shifting or I'm doing something wrong. I enjoy the feedback. So in short, let's have a breakdown of what we did and how we performed. Our first race was against a rear wheel drive stock Mercedes-Benz C55 AMG automatic. We won that race, so that was the first good feeling. Remember, the other car is stock, but we did a 15.69. so the time that we saw on our event in Windhoek is your quarter mile time plus your reaction time, and we had a terrible reaction time. We had a terrible reaction time of 0.65. If we subtract that from the run, we did a 15.04. I think that's okay. Our second run was against a very strong stock car, guys. The Toyota Yaris GR is no joke. That thing flies off the line. We lost that race, mind you. We did 14.78. This was best time with a reaction time of 0.57. So if we subtract those two, our time was 14.21. This time corresponds to the time that we see on the draggy. The best time I had on my draggy, which I recorded, was 14.55 so far. Our third race was against a Golf 4 GTI. I'm not sure what they did to that GTI, but it was spitting, it was spinning, and I think that was the GTI's downfall. We won this race, our second win for the night. We did a 16.45 with a very bad reaction time of 0.73. Our quarter mile was 15.72. We were sleeping on the line, but we still won the race. Again, a front wheel drive versus all wheel drive, 6-cylinder versus 4-cylinder. It wasn't an even match, but it was a fun match nonetheless, since we have the same platform. Our last race for the night was against a Golf 5 GTI. I'm not sure what the stats are on this car, but it was really fast. Golf 5 GTI DSG. This race we lost by 0.01 of a second. It was the best race for myself. On the evening, a front wheel drive car versus a rear wheel drive, all wheel drive, Golf 4 R32, and it was really a battle. I had to work for that close win. We crossed the line at 15.238. Our reaction time was 0.65 of a second, and our quarter mile was 14.588. So in short, what did we learn from this event? Well, personally, I learned that you shouldn't be sleeping on the line. You should really time your tree. The tree is the lights counting off, and I didn't know where should I launch it hard and trying to find which RPM works for me. I didn't have launch control, so I was tapping the throttle, and I think this is a big learning curve for me also. So for the next event, what we can look forward to is to improve on our launch. So we want to time our tree better. We want a reaction time. Our average reaction time was 0.6. Our best quarter mile was done with a reaction time of 0.57. This is almost 0.6, but we did a 14.78. So guys, if we can get our reaction time down to 0.4, I think we will see low 14s. That's what I'm aiming for. And then for the evening, the fastest car was from Ivan Tim with his Z4 from eTuners. He did a 13.1 with his reaction time. Second was Herschel Scholes with a Golf 7R. I'm not sure, but I think some things were done to that car. I stand corrected. If the car stock standard, please tell me in the comments, leave a like. He did a 13.28 with his reaction time. So a rear wheel drive car in number 1 for the golden pot. Number 2, a all wheel drive Golf 7. And in number 3 is a stock standard Toyota Supra A90. Guys, we are seeing a serious rear wheel drive Z4 and a stock standard Toyota Supra. In 4th position we have Sean Neetling. He did a 14.67. that is the Toyota Yaris GR stock standard. And in 5th, 14.78. So in the top 5 for our first event at in the golden pot, I'm really excited. I think we still have a few events coming up. Some events will be different with the light. Those guys are saying we will jump with a light without a tree, a real street racing style. We'll have knockouts. So a lot of possibilities still coming up for this drag racing series. Please guys, we have an event on the 25th of May. This is on a Wednesday at 6. The gates will open at Tony Rust Raceway. We keep it legal, we keep it on the Raceway. Come have a look. Shout from the side. If I see you, I will run to the side and take a selfie with you. Post it on your Instagram, tag Road to Power, and join us on the journey. I'm really excited. See you at the next event, 25th of May 2022 at Tony Rust Raceway at 6 o'clock. We will be there. I hope to see you there too.